Welcome back. Welcome back to Young Trip Reactions. Yeah. Insane. Absolutely insane. Such a damn shame.
You're watching Young Trip Reactions, the show where rapper Young Trip reacts to the latest videos on crime, drama, news, and so much more. Get ready, because the show's about to start. Let's go.
Peace. Welcome back to Young Trip Reactions. The first video that we're going to do is people getting fired after trying to go viral on TikTok and become TikTok famous while working at their everyday job. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Trip family. If you have any videos that you run across that you want to hear me react to on the channel, post it in my community tab or send it to me through my direct message over on my social media accounts on FB or Instagram. If you have any situations involving police misconduct, injustice, violations of civil rights, involving you, a friend, or a loved one, send that to me through my professional FB or my professional Instagram as well too. Let me know if there's a civil rights attorney involved, similar to Ben Crump or Ben Crump himself. Let me know about the activists that are involved, where I can join them in the fight for justice for you and your family. Also, let me know if your relative is, still here, that the police did not unalive them due to the incident. Let me know if they want to be interviewed and give their side of the story, along with me also pulling what the police have released. And then if they're not here anymore due to the incident, that they joined the Lord and Savior, unfortunately, due to the incident, you as a relative can come on and speak, or you can give me the information and I can speak on behalf of the family and stuff and put the story out there. Or however you guys want to do it. Also, make sure you come follow me over on my professional FB and my professional Instagram as well too, because I post over there as well too. The link to my social media accounts will be in the pinned comment and in the link in the description, along with the original video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Trip family. And make sure you come follow me over on my professional FB and Instagram accounts as well too. Let's get into this. Before we get into this though, I will say this. I've kind of already made some videos like this, through Anton. This is not an Anton video, but I'm saying I've already kind of made videos like this through Anton and through other things as well too. And as I keep saying, which obviously nobody's gonna probably listen, there's so many ways that you can actually grow on social media. One of the other things is that I always talk about how I believe that TikTok is a one-hit wonder show anyway. But whatever platform you want to use to try to grow, if you post consistently and do it in your own time, not while you're working for an employer, it will always work out better trying to become someone on social media while not on the clock. Like, even my hotel job that I have now, I literally asked them was it okay for me to bring the GoPro and stream when we were first opening? Because the hotel that I work at is fairly new to Kansas City. Um, and so I asked them, can I, blog, stream, whatever you want to call it, the whole situation of the opening. And they gave me authorization that it was okay. Like I went to the head HR person, the general manager, and told them that I am like a content creator, that I do music, that I do like just content in general. So I asked them, was it okay for me to stream and do all that? You have to ask your employer if that is okay for you to stream or blog, whatever it is you're trying to do, because you could risk losing your job. And a lot of people don't really understand that, because you just think that you're just going to become TikTok famous or become Facebook famous or Instagram famous or even YouTube famous. And you have to, that takes time, especially like within YouTube. You have to get 1,000 followers, and then 3,000. I think they kind of changed it really now to now you really have to get 3,000 to mostly unlock everything, and then another 1,000 just to finish unlocking everything. So most of everything is unlocked now under 3,000. It used to be 4,000 for everything. Now it's 3,000 for mostly everything, and then that other 1,000 just to unlock the ads on your videos. YouTube is really the platform to really do all that, to really grow and do everything, followed by Instagram. A lot of people think it's TikTok. It's not TikTok. TikTok is a one-hit wonder show, and a lot of these people go and get on TikTok and think that they're going to become TikTok famous, and then some people do, but it's very, very rare. And it isn't the people who are just streaming at their jobs. So just wanted to throw that out there before we get into it, that I've kind of brought this up. And then YouTube, if you just post and post and post, make videos that actually make sense, and keep posting and keep posting and keep posting, you will grow, and you will find your audience, because YouTube even pushes your videos to the people that they think will like it and that will watch it, and then more likely subscribe, as long as you're calling for that action to subscribe. Then you can grow, and then you'll have a meaningful audience. With me adding reactions along with my music, I mean, I grew to 1,000 subscribers with just my music alone by myself, on itself. And then now I've added, reactions onto my channel, and I'm growing even more. And my videos get pushed to the right audience as a person who uploads every day, and I'm gaining like a new subscriber, at least one subscriber at least every day. So, and thank all of my subscribers as well too. Wanted to definitely do that. And so I'm gaining a new subscriber at least every day, because I upload every day, and YouTube pushes my videos to the people who want to watch them every day. So I just wanted to kind of explain all of that. And I'll explain more of it as the video plays. Yeah, that's it. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Trip family. Let's get into this.
I just lost my job today. No warning. I don't know. I didn't do anything wrong.
I'm gonna need you to sit this one out. See this video? You see it right there? That's a video of you earlier in the year claiming to reconstitute medications by twerking.
I got fired from my insurance job of 14 years because of my social media page.
Quick PSA, digital footprints are real. How was I supposed to know?
People in 2026 are losing their jobs, their income, and their futures because they couldn't stop filming themselves at work. Every person in this video had a paycheck and traded it for content nobody will remember in a week. The internet is...
And you know how crazy that is? Everything that he just said is true. They traded their paychecks for content that nobody will remember in a week because that's how TikTok works. You upload your video, somebody likes it, somebody sees it, and then somebody else is going to do something even more crazier on there, and then they're going to have their little viral moment. Again, like I said, TikTok is nothing like YouTube or Instagram. You are posting on TikTok. I mean, you're posting on Instagram and posting on YouTube, and your videos are getting recommended, getting pushed. It's stuff that people want to hear about, things that people want to see. You're either like reacting to somebody's video, you're blogging your day. YouTube has so many different ways that you can make money using, doing your content and stuff like that. It's so many different ways, but instead people just want to become TikTok famous because you want to release one video and then be paid off of that one video for life, or go and make another little video once that other video burns out, and just thinking that that's, your money. Again, there are people who have blown up on TikTok and continue to upload to TikTok. But that list is very rare. It's more beneficial to use YouTube and Instagram or Facebook to grow your audience, especially YouTube and Instagram. So it's so crazy. It's like a broken tape recorder of me repeating the same thing over and over and over again. Let's continue.
Not your diary. Themselves at work. Every person in this video had a paycheck and traded it for content nobody will remember in a week. The internet is not your diary. It's a billboard, and your employer is driving past it every single day.
Quick PSA, digital footprints are real. How was I supposed to know? Who was going to tell me? I started this job a couple days ago, and it's just like a desk job, like whatever.
And so he just started his job a couple of days ago and already lost it because of content on TikTok. The platform that is not the biggest platform. YouTube is the biggest platform, followed by Instagram and Facebook. People have to really realize that TikTok is just a platform that everybody really likes to get on. I don't get on it, but it's the platform that a lot of people want to get on. But TikTok is not all that. FB and Instagram and YouTube is it for you to really grow your content and make money. Let's continue.
Easy. Who was going to tell me? I started this job a couple days ago, and it's just like a desk job, like whatever. It's easy. It was good money. But I walked in today, and they were like, "Oh, hey, Brian, can we speak to you in the back office real quick? Am I getting your promotion already?" So I walked back there with them, and there was like 5 people, and they were like, "Do you ever explain these?" And it was just like a couple of my videos that I posted in the past, and like my videos aren't even that bad. Like it's just like the F word.
There's a way to cut your dishwashing time by 50%. Try Dawn Power Wash Dish Spray. It removes 99% of grease and grime in half the time. It cleans so well, you can replace multiple cleaning products. Try Dawn Power Wash.
Hold on, y'all.
Be back in a bit. Okay. Try not to burn the house down.
Do you ever explain these? And it was just like a couple of my videos that I posted in the past. And, like, my videos aren't even that bad. Like, it's just, like, the F word.
Do you think your employer wants to hear you say the F word? No. So, yes, to your employer, that is bad, sir. Let's continue.
Do you ever explain these? And it was just, like, a couple of my videos that I posted in the past. And like my videos aren't even that bad. Like it's just like the F word. I was like, yeah, like that's me, like, do you want a picture or something? They're like, oh, we just don't want this person representing the company, so could you please take them down? What do you mean take them down? I didn't even know you when I made those videos. I said, no. I was like, I don't want this. I don't need to do this. Bye. I quit.
So you quit your job. They didn't let you go. You quit your job because you didn't want to take the content down of you cussing. The employer said, hey, can you take this content down regarding you cussing? And you said, no, I'm good. I'd rather keep my content up and just leave your job over content that you, I'm sure, is not making any money off of. See, a lot of people don't realize, like, YouTube, with the watch hours when you're building and you're uploading to YouTube, you are basically getting yourself prepared with your money. And it's, the money is like, the watch hours is like your money regarding YouTube. The watch hours as you're growing and all that. TikTok, you have to like literally be actually making money. It's not like YouTube. So if you're not really like making money off that video, it's best just to take it down, because it's not like YouTube. YouTube is a growing platform, where your watch hours is, is your money. So and whatnot. So then you can get, to your actual money to cash it out and all that, and join the YouTube partner program and all that type of stuff. But TikTok is not that way. From the last time, like, I researched it and looked into it, it's not like it's not the same as YouTube. And so if an employer came to you and said, take a video down, and you're not like making any money from it, and it isn't the biggest platform, it's not YouTube and it's not Facebook or Instagram, and you're not making any money off of it, the best thing to do is to take it down. And especially on TikTok. Oh my goodness. People that's entitled, bro. This is crazy. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, join the Young Trip family. Let's continue.
Like, what do you mean take them down? I didn't even know you when I made those videos. I said, no. I was like, I don't want this. I don't need to do this. Bye. I quit. Like, why does this matter?
I made a TikTok at work that went viral. My job basically...
That went viral, but how much money did you get from that video? Let's continue.
Fired me.
Like, I don't want this. I don't need to do this. Bye. I quit. Like, why does this matter?
I made a TikTok at work that went viral. My job basically fired me for it. So that TikTok had over 800,000 views and like 6,000 likes before my manager texted me and told me to take it down. And then higher up management, corporate got involved, and they were going to terminate me if I didn't quit. So I took the TikTok down. I put in my 2 weeks. They made me leave halfway through my shift the day I put in my 2 weeks. And now I am no longer an ER nurse. So what do y'all...
That is crazy. You are an ER nurse, I'm sure, making a decent amount of money, and you just didn't want to take down your TikTok? I mean, how much money was you getting off of your TikTok? Since you said it had like over 4,000 something likes, over 4,000 something views, how much money were you getting from it? See, I don't even know exactly how TikTok pays and all that, but I know that it's not near like Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. I do know that. But I don't know what their requirements are regarding how you get paid on there. I'll have to like look that up or look it up through ChatGPT and stuff, because I don't know how that works, but I'll have to take a look at that. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, join the Young Trip family. But I think being an ER nurse is more important than a TikTok, because if us people out here get hurt, we need you to come to the rescue as the nurse while we're admitted into the hospital. If we need to come to the hospital for a minor situation, we need you to do that more than post a TikTok. Just saying. Let's continue.
Do I restore TikTok down? I put in my 2 weeks. They made me leave halfway through my shift the day I put in my 2 weeks. And now I am no longer an ER nurse. So what do y'all think? Do I restore the TikTok that I deleted that went viral? Or do I just continue to try and fly under the radar? So
no, you do not restore the TikTok, because don't you need a new job? Because the new employer may feel and think the same thing. So no, you do not restore the TikTok. Let's continue.
I got fired. So what do y'all think? Do I restore the TikTok that I deleted that went viral? Or do I just continue to try and fly under the radar? So I got fired from GameStop for TikTok. For my TikToks. Oh my God, I'm dying.
To get fired from GameStop and then you laughing about it is absolutely insane itself. But to get fired from GameStop, of all places, a gaming place, your TikTok had to be something egregious. GameStop, a gaming place, a place where you go and buy games, where people are having fun, and it's a fun place. You buy games, you can buy game systems. Games is connected to technology, so you got fired from a place that is connected to technology. Your TikTok had to be egregious. I can't even imagine what it was. It had to be so egregious to get fired from GameStop. GameStop. I don't even want to imagine what it is, because it had to be something crazy. GameStop wouldn't just do that. You had to do something. It had to really, really be something. This is crazy, yeah. Let's continue.
Fired from GameStop for TikTok. For my TikToks. Oh my God, I'm dying.
I mean, and just laughing about that you lost your job. Like you don't have bills to pay. Like you don't have things to do. That's crazy. Let's continue.
Yeah, my DM came, fired from GameStop for TikTok. For my TikToks. Oh my God, I'm dying. Yeah, my DM came, set up his computer, and was like, hey, can you come in the back? And I'm like, oh God, am I in trouble? He's like, just come in the back. I'm like, oh, do you do anything at work? I'm like, I make TikToks. She's like, oh, blah, 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 blah. I'll get to this in a second. Basically, don't be scared, but you're fired. Basically, they didn't like that I was disparaging certain products, like calling things stupid. They didn't like that I was.
Why was you calling games? So now we're getting to it. Now we're starting to get into it. You're calling games stupid, calling different things within the company stupid, showing things on camera. Yeah, I would have fired you too. So now I understand why, because it will be very, very hard to get terminated from GameStop. I guarantee you this woman was even warned, but continued to do it. Crazy. Let's continue.
Basically, they didn't like that I was disparaging certain products, like calling things stupid. They didn't like that I was making fun of certain customers, and they didn't like that I showed the safe. And
why would you make fun of customers? Why would you make fun of customers and be streaming them on a TikTok? I'm pretty sure against their consent. and you wonder why you out of a job? Are people really this slow? Are people really this slow? People try to claim that like people with disabilities and stuff is slow. But I mean, you have everyday people just doing the most dumbest things. This woman here is streaming on TikTok, videoing the customers, as you heard her say, right? Showing the safe, calling customers stupid, and she's wondering why she doesn't have a job. And working at GameStop isn't hard to do. This is crazy, yo. Let's continue.
In one video, like calling things stupid. They didn't like that I was making fun of certain customers, and they didn't like that I showed the safe in one video a bit back with stickers. Apparently that's a safety hazard.
Duh, it's a safety hazard. What if somebody came in and then tried to rob that location because you didn't got it on TikTok? Is people really this slow? Oh, God. Let's continue.
They're making fun of certain customers, and they didn't like that I showed the safe in one video a bit back with stickers. Apparently that's a safety hazard. There was no comment on, that I talk about warranties, pro, trade, price matching, any of that. There's none of that. No, it's just, here's how you f***ed up.
Those all sound like legit reasons to be fired, especially showing the safe location, because that's not a gray area. That's a security issue. The safe is where the money is. You broadcast its location to the internet and then wonder why HR set up a meeting. And somebody else asked the question that nobody in these videos ever answers. Why are you even making TikToks during work hours in the first place? Is my question. Because that's the part that always gets glossed over. She wasn't making content on her lunch break in her car. She was making content on the sales floor during shifts about the company she worked for. That's not a side hustle. That's time theft with a ring light.
It's so funny watching people post stuff on here where I'm like, oh yeah, you're definitely gonna get fired for this. Every single person in this picture is now unemployed, and it's not really surprising. You just can't do this. Like, you can't pose with like the substances that your patients leave behind.
The Tempur-Pedic
Advertising,
breeze
y'all.
makes sleep feel cool, so no more sweating all night or blasting the air conditioning.
Some of y'all must really hate your jobs. You must really hate paying your bills, having food in your mouth, having a roof over your head, financial stability, security. You must hate all that. You must be trust fund babies. You must have an inheritance coming. A settlement, coming from an accident of some sort? No? Because I don't know what would possess you to make a video like this and post it on the internet. Because somebody, I guarantee you, somebody is going to see that video and say, oh my gosh, I know them. And I know what dental office that is. And I'm going to call that dental office because, number one, it's in good faith. They really feel like these young ladies don't deserve to work with the general public, or they just want to cause trouble for somebody. I mean, it's a mixed bag. But jeopardizing your future to make a video like this, it just blows my mind. And y'all just won't stop. Y'all won't stop until you're put on blast.
So this nurse out of Arkansas is named Amanda Nelson. She just got fired from her job. Tell me why this girl see a patient, a girl that she knew in the past that she doesn't like. She posted a girl my chart on her Snapchat close friends. This the girl right here. Her name is Kaylee.
She posted her my chart. What? This is Let's continue. I ain't even.
She had this to say about it. Girl see a patient, a girl that she knew in the past that she doesn't like. She posted a girl my chart on her Snapchat close friends. This the girl right here. Her name is Kaylee B. She had this to say about it. You can pause it to read it. And in the healthcare field, that is a big no-no. I don't care if you're a CNA, registered nurse, a learner nurse, a nurse practitioner. They drill that in our heads in school. Not only did she get fired, but her license got revoked. If you've ever been a nurse in school, you know that is no joke. But if I'm Kaylee B in this situation, I'm suing the hell out of that hospital. For my healthcare workers, no, HIPAA doesn't play. Amanda Nelson will never be a nurse again.
I just got fired from my job for being sick. I got hired on March 7th. Somehow I got sick during my interview and I brought home a virus. Told them I wasn't going to be there. I finally get my training done and I'm in the classroom and I get a stomach bug. This is like a week and a half after I got over the cold. At this point, I'm pissing out my ass. So I told them I can't come to work. I'm on the toilet. After the stomach bug, I caught a cold, a head cold. And
so you just keep constantly getting sick. No. Let's continue.
I have a fever, can't go to work, and I brought home a virus. Told them I wasn't going to be there. I finally get my training done and I'm in the classroom and I get a stomach bug. This is like a week and a half after I got over the cold. At this point, I'm pissing out my ass. So I told them I can't come to work. I'm on the toilet. After the stomach bug, I caught a cold, a head cold, and I have a fever. Can't go to work. In between all of this, me getting sick, I have 2 kids. My 2 kids are in childcare. If they are sick and can't go because they have vomiting, diarrhea, or a fever, I have to stay home with them. So if I'm getting sick and they're getting sick, we got 3 people circulating all these issues. And yeah, I had to stay home with them quite a few days when I felt okay. I finally get over the head cold and I get a fucking chest cold, which I have right now.
Okay, well, I'm cutting off the video here because it is only halfway done. And it seems like this person has been sick nonstop. As soon as they got the job, huge red.
She got hired in March and has been absent more days than she's been present. I got no warnings. Ma'am, you weren't there for them to warn you. Over 1,200 people agreed because you can't warn someone who's never in the building. And somebody else looked at the full picture. Sick all the time in court hearings. Sounds like this employer dodged a bullet. Over 4,600 people agreed with that. And then one comment just asked the obvious. How you get sick that much? I haven't been sick that many times in 20 years. Over 1,000 people agreed. Look, nobody chooses to get sick, but a company doesn't hire you to not show up. At some point, the job needs a human in the seat. And if that human has been absent for most of their employment, the outcome writes itself.
So I went to work today and I got fired because of TikTok. I saw on Friday some girl from a different location that I don't even know viewed my profile because in my office I did my due diligence, whatever that word is, and I blocked everyone just in case because I know there's people out there that love to see you doing bad in your life. But I guess she found me. She doesn't have my phone number. She doesn't know my username, my last name. I really don't know how she found me, but as soon as I saw...
It's social media. They could even use other people's accounts. So even if you try to block everybody through the company, they can use other people's accounts, and you're not going to be able to block everybody. Crazy. Let's continue.
She viewed my profile. She found me. She doesn't have my phone number. She doesn't know my username, my last name. I really don't know how she found me, but as soon as I saw that she viewed my profile on Friday, I immediately blocked her. But I guess she saved my videos, sent it to the higher end in a different office, and they called me into the room today, told me to delete all my videos when I was on break. I wasn't on company time. I was doing like come with me on my break videos in my car, never showing where I work, the location, the name of where I work, nothing. All they said was due to HIPAA, we're firing you.
Yeah, they gonna fire you if they paying you to be on the clock and you sitting over there making TikToks. They talk about each and every day I see somebody get on this app and say, oh my God, I can't believe I lost my job for just making a TikTok. Excuse me, you can't believe it. What? In full-on smocks and your patient over there falling out the bed and you over here doing 1-2 step and you wonder why they call you to HR. Please make it make sense. Yes, they gonna fire you because it's probably your 3rd, 4th, or even 5th time of them telling you stop making TikToks while you on the clock. But some...
Absolutely, and that's the case with all these people. They didn't just let you go after just letting you know. They warned you, and you continue to do it. Let's continue.
Strangers, y'all think the comment section gonna fire you because it's probably your 3rd, 4th, or even 5th time of them telling you stop making TikToks while you on the clock. But some strangers, y'all think the comment section override reality and that your boss is gonna fire you. They gonna fire your ass. And not only that, you have made your job, your content. So your entire brand is included with your job. Because you're using your job as content. And not only are you making TikToks while you're at work, You also talking about your boss on video. How much you don't like your boss and your coworker and the people around you. And you wondering why they let you go.
This girl, Riley Williams, just got fired from her job out of nowhere for TikTok videos that she had posted that her bosses did not like.
I just got fired.
So somebody had sent her bosses, the higher ups, some of her TikTok videos to which they didn't like, and now she's confused as to why she got fired. Now, technically, most jobs have an at-will termination policy, meaning they can fire you over anything except for discrimination, things like gender, race, and religion, or things like retaliation, like if you report the fact that they are doing something illegal. So now Riley's wondering what she's going to do for money and is still confused as to why she got fired, so I went to her profile to kind of check things out to see why. It seems as though she posts a lot of videos with dogs, regular girl content, but the one thing that I've noticed with a lot of her videos is it seems to be that she's doing it from within the...
Something about the way that
advertisement, y'all.
We always knew you'd win.
Missourians are saying no to the new everything tax. No
Can't
on
skip
Amendment
it.
5. Say no to higher taxes on
Hammers, computers, cell phones, towels, pots,
toys, video games, Barbie dolls.
Often. She got fired for doing TikToks on company time. She was getting paid to work, not to make TikToks, so yes, she was milking the company for money. That's why she was fired if in the office. She got fired for doing TikToks on company time. She was getting paid to work, not to make TikToks, so yes, she was milking the company for money. That's why she was fired if indeed she was making TikToks at work. And how did they even find the video? As if a public TikTok is private. As if an app designed to show your content to the maximum number of strangers is somehow a secret diary. It's not a question of how they found it. It's a question of why she thought they wouldn't. And somebody laid out the legal reality. Your job can fire you over your social media post if it brings bad light to the company. And if you cannot conduct yourself properly on social media, it brings bad light to the company and therefore 100% grounds for termination. Go ahead, fact check me, I'll wait. In most states, your employer doesn't need a reason, but when you hand them one on a public platform, you've made their job easier.
So I just finished sending an email officially declining a full-time job position based on the fact that they want to run a social media screening, so a social media background check through a company called ClearStar. And actually I was supposed to respond by yesterday, but I was kind of eating my Little Caesars pizza and I just, it blew out my mind, but I got a follow-up email this morning, so I made sure to respond because I know how annoying it is when we're applying and we don't get responses. This is the first time that I've ever had to encounter this. Like, I am fully aware that people are checking our social medias, and mine are very much public. I am a content creator on here, on Instagram, everything. And, you know, if someone snoops and they decide they don't want to contact me for an interview or anything, that's up to them, I understand. But basically, I looked up what the screening would consist of, and pretty much they will really look for you. Like, it doesn't matter if your emails are connected, if, like, you're providing your use, they will find you, essentially, is what I was gathering from that presentation that they posted on their website. And yes, I can private stuff, but again, if you're commenting on other people's posts, if you're engaging with other people's profiles, I'm sure they can pull that up as well.
I got fired today because the president of the company that I work for saw a video of me making a TikTok of my music in the bathroom. I understand that I was in the wrong for recording a video in the restroom, but...
So you were recording a video in the restroom at your job, and you're wondering why you don't work there anymore. Wow. Let's continue.
Firing me in the bathroom. I understand that I was in the wrong for recording a video in the restroom, but firing me without any type of warning or anything like that is kind of OD. It's not like I wasn't a hard worker. I'm sweating. They just pulled me off the clock midway through doing what I was doing. Like, it's not like I'm not working. I record when there's not stuff to do because sometimes we have downtimes. There's not.
Why would you record at your job at all? That's what I'm trying to explain. Why would you record at your job at all? Let's continue.
Nothing to do. This is midway through doing what I was doing. Like, it's not like I'm not working. I record when there's not stuff to do because sometimes we have downtimes. There's nothing to do.
This is a PSA to not post day in the life, get ready with me, come to work with me when you are really working.
And I've seen people record these come to work with me's I mean, I've even seen it even like on YouTube and all of that as well too. You have to make sure that that type of stuff is okay with your employer. You have to make sure it's okay with your employer. Let's continue.
I don't use a PSA to not post day in the life, get ready with me, come to work with me when you are really working. I don't care how much you blur it out, there's always going to be a slip up. If you guys know, I post content on here, Instagram, and LinkedIn all the time, but I posted a video on here that got me fired. And like many other people, you want to advocate, say, hey, this is what a day in the life of a logistical analyst, procurement, whatever, right? You want to show people ask, like, hey, what are you doing your day-to-day while you're working to see if your career is something that they want to develop in. And like this video, it was really no different than my other content, except I kind of dived a little bit deeper and obviously too deep, right?
No, your job should never be content. I don't know what people are not understanding. If you can't create content outside of working, then do you really have a life? Because that's the question nobody wants to sit with. If the only interesting thing you have to film is your 9 to 5, the content isn't the problem. The problem is that your entire identity is your job, and you're broadcasting that to an app that will outlast your employment there. And underneath all of it, I don't even understand this generation. And honestly, the generation isn't the problem. The impulse to document everything is the problem. Not every moment needs to be content. Not every job needs a day in the life. And definitely not every workplace needs to be on a platform where your boss's boss can see exactly how you spend the hours they're paying you for.
So
Facts.
I got fired because of my...
Every workplace needs to be on a platform where your boss's boss can see exactly how you spend the hours they're paying you for.
So I got fired because of my TikTok page. And here's the story time. If you've seen my page before, you know I swear a whole ton. I'm not gonna name drop the company, okay? Because I'm scared. Just kidding. Well, so a few weeks ago, I got called into a meeting with HR and my supervisors. So I already didn't fit the ordeal of this company when I started, okay? I don't look like the average person that works in this company. I don't give off the energy of the average person that works in this company, and they knew that when they hired me. Like, think of a clean, aesthetic girly who doesn't use cuss words, and that's that company, okay? They also knew I worked at a bar, and they were totally fine with it. Well, apparently someone, I have a feeling I know who someone is, found my TikTok, and here's where I made the mistake. So the mistake was I made like a day in the life. It was a come to work with me. But here's the thing, you didn't know anything about the company. There's no secrets dropped, nothing like that. It was very simple, it was from my perspective, and it wasn't even like, here's how you do the job.
At IHG Hotels and Resorts,
Advertising, y'all.
you can explore the neighborhood or live like a local. Unplug for the day or plunge into a long weekend. With IHG's 21 hotel brands, you can guest how you guest.
Can't
Ready
skip
to
it right
unlock
now,
the
y'all.
power of 3D to AI creation? Start your creative journey with iClone for free.
Don't post about your job on social media. About the company. There's no secrets dropped, nothing like that. It was very simple, it was from my perspective, and it wasn't even like, here's how you do the job.
Don't post about your job on social media. A lot of companies have been doing layoffs in the past 6 months. My company did them. And I'm seeing a lot of people on here posting about getting laid off, or people who have not gotten laid off, just in general posting about their job. And a lot of people post things like funny videos about not working, doing the bare minimum. And while I think all those things are funny, and I'm definitely a person who values a huge work-life balance, don't do it. It's all fun and games until your coworker who doesn't like you that much sees the video and decides to send it to your manager. There have been people on this app who have posted about their job and ended up getting fired for violating some sort of rule or posting something that rubs somebody the wrong way. A lot of people think they're going to become like this corporate influencer, and there are a lot of people who are successful at that, but The vast majority will not be. Don't jeopardize your livelihood for some views.
I just lost my job today. No warning, no nothing. They wouldn't even tell me why. I don't know. I didn't do anything wrong.
Obviously, you did something wrong for them to let you go, because if you really feel like they didn't have no evidence or no nothing, then maybe you should call an attorney to file a wrongful termination lawsuit. But I guarantee you, you know why. Let's continue.
Being wrong. I have no savings. I have nothing.
Jazzy, I'm gonna need you to sit this one out. See this video? You see it right there? That's a video of you earlier in the year claiming to reconstitute medications by twerking. By twerking. Girl, no, you gotta sit this one out. They should let you go a long time ago. Come on now.
That's the part that makes this different from a normal layoff or a normal firing. These people weren't let go because of downsizing. They weren't eliminated because of restructuring. They weren't cut because of budget. They were fired because they voluntarily uploaded content that gave their employer a reason. Nobody hacked their phone. Nobody surveilled them. They pressed record, pressed upload, and turned their own work life into public evidence. And the instinct to do it makes sense on paper. TikTok rewards authenticity. Day-in-the-life content performs well. Work vlogs get views. There's an entire genre of content built around showing people what your job looks like. And for creators who work for themselves, that's fine. But for people who work for somebody else, every single one of those videos is a liability, because you don't control how the company reacts. You don't control who forwards it. You don't control which middle manager sees it on their lunch break and sends it to HR. The algorithm decides who sees your content, not you. And once it's out there, you can't take it back. Deleting the video doesn't delete the screenshot someone already took. And the legal reality is simple. At-will employment means your employer can fire you for almost any reason that isn't discrimination or retaliation. Your social media posts are not protected speech at work. The First Amendment protects you from the government. It does not protect you from your employer. If your content embarrasses the company, reveals internal information, shows the workplace in a way they didn't approve, or simply makes them uncomfortable, that's enough. They don't need to prove damages. They don't need to issue warnings. They can just end it. So here's the line. If you want to make content about your job, the safest version of that content never shows the workplace, never names the company, never films on company time, and never includes anything that could identify where you work. The moment you show a logo, a uniform, a building, a screen, a product, or a coworker, you've crossed the line from personal content into company territory. And in company territory, you're playing by their rules, not yours. The people who build audiences around work content without getting fired are the ones who talk about the industry without talking about their employer. They share expertise without sharing internal information. They film before work or after work, never during. And they understand that the content has to survive the question, if my boss saw this in the morning, would I still have a job by lunch? If the answer is anything other than absolutely yes, the video doesn't go up, period. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Because if you think getting fired for a TikTok is bad, wait until you see what happens when people make the worst financial decisions of their lives and post those too. That video's on screen now.
Nobody needed to hear this
Advertisement, yeah.
6 months ago. You do not need 3 AI subscriptions. You should be paying for Perplexity, all right? You get...
Yeah. So those people all deserved what happened to them because they kept posting, and I'm sure their employers warned them. Let me know what y'all think. I'll have the original video pinned at the top of the chat and in a link in the description. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification and join the Young Trip family. If you have any videos that you run across that you want to hear me react to on the channel, post it in my community tab or send it to me through direct message over on my professional FB or my professional Instagram. If you have any situations involving police misconduct, injustice, violations of civil rights involving you, a friend, or a relative, send that to me through direct message on FB or on Instagram. Also, make sure you come follow me on my professional FB and my professional Instagram as well too. Again, I really believe that FB and Instagram, Instagram, and YouTube is the best way to grow, and upload your content on your own time is the best way and time to do all that. TikTok is a one-hit wonder show. I will continue to say that. You know, if people want to use it, that's their business, but I'm just telling you what it is. But I would just be mindful before you hit that upload button if you're recording anything at your job, or make sure that you talk to all your higher ups before you do it. Like I stated at the beginning of the video, that's what I did when my hotel job opened. I made sure to ask them, was it okay for me to stream it since it was new and all that stuff, and I was one of the first hires there, and they said that it was fine. But I asked first. Let me know what y'all think. I'll have the original videos pinned at the top of the chat and the link in the description. Make sure you come follow me on my professional FB and my professional Instagram as well too, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.